Hello, I'm Big Stevie Pump, the host of Tales from Collector's Paradise. And you might ask, what is Tales from Collector's Paradise? That's right, the world doesn't even know. You guys are getting in on a ground floor opportunity, the first people to ever lay eyes on Tales from Collector's Paradise, hosted by yours truly, Big Stevie Pump. You're welcome. Hello, welcome to Tales from Collector's Paradise. I'm your host, Big Stevie Pump. Thank you for joining me on this journey today and hopefully many more days to come. You never know what you're going to find on this show, whether it be action figure openings, to action figure findings, to figure reviews, to just general toy rants. Hopefully something that you might even suggest in the comment section down below, maybe after you've subscribed to my channel or hit like on one of my videos. Hopefully these journeys will be great for you and me both, but I'm always looking to do better jobs, so hopefully you will help me do a better job. Thank you for joining me on this journey and this Tales from Collector's Paradise. You never know what you're going to see, so let's find out what we're going to see today. Hello. Welcome to Tales from Collector's Paradise. I'm your host, Big Stevie Pump. So here's the deal. I'm just going to be real with you. This is the first video I've ever launched, so I'm just going to shoot straight with you right from the beginning. I'm more of a one-take, live, raw, unfiltered kind of guy. So I don't like to do a bunch of editing and stuff. So for some of these videos, I might flub some words and some things might be perfect. I don't have all the best lighting. I don't have all the best setup or a little studio or all these things. I'm just a man with a Galaxy S10 Plus and a dream. Oh, and a room full of toys. So anyway, that's the deal. I'm a 45-year-old dude. I've been collecting toys my whole life. And I've been trying to figure out for 45 years what the hell I'm going to do with all these toys. And, so I'm going to share them with the world as far as through this video series, Tales from Collector's Paradise. I've been, working on this room, and I've built this room. So you never know what you're going to see. Action figure findings, toy reviews, figure openings, but I'm not going to, be that guy that's going to open each figure and make you hear the damn, plastic opening and crumbling and all that crap. I'm just going to, show you the figures closed. I'm going to show you them open. Yeah, I'm a guy that opens them. I do open them. I do keep some figures closed. But I really like to open my action figures and let them breathe. So anyway, so the deal is with this one, like I said, this first episode, Tales from Collector's Paradise, and I'm your host, Big Stevie Pump. You probably heard that in the intro. I'm going to probably have something, I don't know, some sort of intro, I'm sure. Anyway, I appreciate you joining me here on this journey, and anyway, today what I'm going to do on episode 1 here is I want to talk about something. There's a lot going on in the world today, and, we're all facing a lot of hard times, and people are, sheltering at home and sheltering in place and stuff, but I want to tell you about one person that, is going to power through it all. And I'm not talking about me, because, no, I've been, doing my job. I've been trying to self-quarantine and stay here and, stay right here at the house and, do the best I can. But another person that I know, a very, very brave person, it's out here facing it every day, just trudging through, just powering through the times, making sure that it happens. And I'm talking about my mother-in-law, B-Double. That's her code name. That's her handle, but she's one of the best action figure finders I know. And I can just stay right here in the safety of my own home while she's out here just facing all the world's problems, just doing God's work. The woman's a saint. And let me just show you what she's found for me today, in the last couple of days, actually. And I'm going to, open these up here in just a few minutes. Like I said, I'm going to show them to you closed, and I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to open them all up, and then I'm going to show them to you open. Okay, so I don't think you need to be bored with watching me do all that crap, and I'm not going to do a montage. So I'm going to flip the little camera around here and just show you what all I got. Maybe. Okay, as I get the camera going again there, you get a shot of Callisto's. I guess I didn't realize you couldn't flip the camera around while you're recording, and maybe you can, and maybe I'm just too much of a novice. So anyway, for right now, that's the way it's going to be done. I just stopped it and started right back up. Sorry. Anyway, so we got Callisto here. This is Series 75. Then we got Pete Dune, here also Series 75. We got the Hurricane with the black boots. There is a variation on that my cousin Davey picked up for me with a white boots variant, but I don't have it here yet. But another guy that's braving the world's problems, doing God's work. Then I got this entire He-Man series, Series 2, the He-Man style series with Masters of the WWE Universe. Faker, John Cena. My personal favorite that I really wanted, Macho Man Randy Savage, and that, mostly looks unpunched. The Cena, however you see, that's actually fell out in the bag. I still have it. These are kind of somewhat, semi-punched, but they haven't come all the way through. But the Savage there, I love the Savage. Macho Man at Arms, I guess. Rey Mysterio Jr., I really love that one. Roman Reigns, that's going to be a cool one, even, Romans, whatever. But then another sweet figure is Jim the Anvil Neidhart here, this Chase. A buddy of mine actually found one of these, and he ended up selling it to somebody else, and he felt bad about it. But I told him he was off the hook because my mother-in-law out there doing God's work, as I mentioned, the woman that's a saint, found me one. He's off the hook. And then here we go, Billy Kay. It's actually going to send out a shot to my boy Lane. He found me this instead of my mother-in-law, another guy out there braving it, doing God's work. But there are a few people that's out there still hunting figures. I'm not one of them, but I'm benefiting greatly. And here's Jeff Hardy from Series 75. I'm sorry, Elite 75. And then the Billy Kay is the Chase from 75 at Target. And then the Anvil's the Chase at Walmart, Elite 74. And then obviously, like I said, the Roman Reigns, the Rey Mysterio Jr., the Macho Man, the Faker John Cena. All of those are, I guess they come from Walmart. Series 1 was exclusive to Walmart. Not sure about Series 2. Should get a little bit more knowledge on that. If you know, comment down below. Like I said, I'm fine with some criticism and judgments. So anyway, Hurricane, very sweet figure. I can't wait to open that one. Pete Dune, Kalisto. So yeah, very much looking forward to opening these figures, and like I said, some people out there really doing some good work for me as I'm in the safety of my own home. So I'm going to pause the video, and then I'm going to open these figures up, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about them being opened up. Okay, a couple of things. So what you'll see here is... like I said, I don't have any fancy equipment. This is going to be a lot of spinning stuff. I'm not going to do a lot of editing. So basically, this is the cardboard backings from the packaging. And I will, a lot of times, save it, even though this one's, got a corner cut out, so I don't like that as much. But I'll save that, and that's what I've done here. And, these are ones that the corners weren't cut out. So I was able to, just use regular old tape, put them together, and make me like a little backdrop so I could take pictures and do figure reviews and stuff like that or whatever. And I really like this backdrop. So anyway, back to what I was talking about earlier. I opened up 6 figures. I haven't opened up the Masters of the Universe yet. So I'm just going to start with the first one. And I'm going to do these in order of the way I like them. So basically, my least favorite, not that it's a bad figure at all, Billy Kay here. One, she's an exclusive, Target exclusive, so that makes her, have some amount of value right there, and having trouble getting her standing up. Of course, she comes with 2 extra hands, and the little, and like a little pose, so that's actually not too terribly bad. But I've chose to go with the hands I've got on her so she could hold the microphone and stuff. I like the cloth shirt accessory. I think it's a little weird the way that it's cut. On the package, it actually shows it being, on the side. If you look at the side of the package, it shows her in a cutoff shirt. So it's a little surprising that they opted to go this way. But at any rate, not a bad figure at all. I like the figure. And like I said, I like the cloth accessory. I like the fact she's a Target exclusive. I just, as far as character importance or whatever, however I rank it in my particular rankings, I just opted to make her my least favorite. So no offense, Billy Kay. So there's Billy Kay. Up next we have Mr. Kalisto, and he can spin that little thing, so that's cool. I actually really like this Kalisto, but One thing I am going to roast Mattel on, and I'm sure they get roasted all the time. I'm sure they get sick of hearing it. He comes with 4 extra hands, by the way, including these pointing hands that Mattel's getting real overzealous with, putting those in their packaging. Lots of pointing hands. So anyway, sometimes that's cool. I do like the extra hands. I've got a whole container of extra hands. But this Callisto here, I like it. I like, of course, he comes with a shirt, which is kind of cool, but this is where I was going to trash you, Mattel. No cloth accessory. The Billy Kay had a cloth accessory. I really like the Billy Kay for that reason. The Callisto, I don't love the fact that he doesn't have a cloth accessory, the rubber shirt. Shame on you, Mattel. Shame on you. I think you're the #1 action figure line, however many years running. And I think again last year, and you can't put a cloth accessory on every figures. That's just bad. Bad business. Come on, Mattel. Step it up. All right, that's enough on Callisto. Okay, and I don't really have a grade on these per se. Like, oh, look, here's the Jeff Hardy. And I like the Jeff Hardy, but once again, no cloth accessory. He comes with these extra hands. He only comes with the 1 extra set of hands plus the set that he's got. He has this little towel, and this is my irritant, is the way that it just doesn't stay in. Like, and I get that they want to make it to where it, it just kind of clips into that hole. And I get it. I guess, if you're a little kid or whatever, they make it. If you don't want that in there, you can just easily pull it out. But if you want it in there, it doesn't seem to stay really well. So that's kind of an irritant of mine. Anyway, I have it in there, but it doesn't stay very well. And that's true. They've done this accessory quite a few times, and that seems to be true on every one that I have. They just fall right out. It doesn't stay very good. I like the, I guess, kind of the semi-blue paint scuff on his head and the headband, the purple hair. I mean, Jeff Hardy, they always do a good job with the Jeff Hardy figures because he's so colorful, just like the Ray, and even the Callisto, like I just showed a minute ago. Little kids are going to like that stuff. 45-year-old men are going to like that stuff. I mean, it's just, anyway, makes for a cool figure. But this Jeff Hardy, once again, they're not going to go wrong with Jeff Hardy. They always tend to, do a pretty good job with him. All right, so up next we have the Pete Dune figure, the Bruiserweight. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a pretty big fan of Pete Dune. Pretty big fan of Pete Dune and a pretty big fan of this figure. He just comes with 2 extra things. He actually has a fist that I've got on him the way he came. I didn't change any of these figures' hands, by the way. I left them exactly how they were out of the package. And then this semi-open hand. And he's got one of those. And I actually am a fan of this hand. I usually like to have at least one of that style hand on there because I like for them to hold the belt. If they hold it up, you can put their thumb through the clasp in the back, and it's perfect, and they can hold it, and it looks pretty good if you're taking pictures. And I'm trying to get into some of this action figure photography, and I've been holding them back, even launching this channel like, oh, it's not going to be good enough, it's not going to be good enough. Well, I just decided to finally do something. So today is me doing something. So here we are with that. So anyway, the Pete Dune, and he comes with the UK title. Sorry, I didn't even mention that. The cool vest, I really like that. Like I said, I like this figure, and I mean, it would be higher, except for just, for whatever reason, the next 2 I like a little bit better. But the Pete Dune, very excellent figure. Good job, Mattel. In this case, I don't mind the rubber accessory or plastic accessory as much, due to the fact that, it is what it is. It doesn't look as bad. But on the shirts, I really am a fan of the cloth. Okay, so now, let's see here. Sorry, I'm having to reach quite a bit. All right, here we go. Hurricane Helms. Kudos, Mattel, for the cloth cape. Like I said, I'm going to always talk about that because I think it's a big deal. And I think that the cloth accessories just make for a better figure. And, of course, he comes with an extra set of hands. The semi-open or, closed hand. And like I said, I just left all the hands on them just like they come. But this Hurricane cloth cape, I really like that. I mean, the green hair, it's an Elite. And I really am more of a fan of the Elites. than I am the basics these days. The basics, they've just really cheaped out on them, and most of the time they're going to make an elite. I do buy the basics if it's the only figure the guy's had, or I think maybe going to have, like in a case of like a Lars Sullivan or somebody like that, and many others. I've been collecting these Mattel figures since 2010, since they launched. So anyway, this Hurricane Helms, big fan. I have the Hurricane Helms that come out years ago, probably 8, 9, 10 years ago. I have that Hurricane Helms, but anyway, so with this last figure here, man, it was tough for me to put it the last figure for one reason and one reason only. That face sculpt. I just don't love it. I love the figure. I love the jacket, which I chose to not put on for a moment. But the jacket, the leather jacket or pleather, whatever, the cloth accessory, once again, I love. Kudos. There's a closed fist, another closed fist, the sunglasses. And like I said, I didn't put this on, but you know, the screaming face I just don't love. But this is a Walmart exclusive. This is very hard to find. Like I said, one of my buddies actually bought one, and he felt bad because he sold it, and I didn't get a chance to get it, and I didn't have it for a long time. But I told him he was off the hook because my mother-in-law, the one I was talking about earlier, you know, powering through in this face of the crisis, you know, she found me an anvil. I told him he was off the hook. But this one compared to the other one, sorry, I was just reaching up to get it. I just so happened to have this one pretty close by. This is the one that come out. I can't even remember the series. Maybe somebody could comment down below. But quite some time ago, 4 or 5 years ago anyway, they'd put this anvil out. And I really liked that one. But, of course, I wanted this one, and I liked the jacket. Of course, they did more of the reverse. You know, he's in the classic pink and black in this one, and the black and pink in that one. Anyway, this is more about this one. I just had that one super handy so I could reach up and grab it. But anyway, this anvil, since it is a Walmart exclusive, that's part of the reason that I ranked it the best of this little lot. And the leather jacket or pleather, whatever you want to say. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is the screaming face. But other than that, Mattel, good job. Other than just making it hard to find at Walmart. It's another rant for another day. But these store exclusives are getting tough to find, man. Tough to find, even for all the hunters I've got out working for me. Or not, they're not working for me. They're just out looking, and they happen to find stuff for me. So doing a great job for me. All right, running a little short on time here, and as you see in this opening snapshot here, we got all 4 of them pictured. I went ahead and opened up the WWE Masters of the WWE Universe. Excuse me, Masters of the WWE Universe. Anyway, this is them open, and so we'll start here with the Faker John Cena, and he comes with a little comic book. And I think they screwed up and give me an extra set of hands, because you'll notice on his left hand there, he's got you know, a word life, the one that says life on it. But then I also have a word life laying down by his foot, and then the little necklace that he comes with. So Faker John Cena, kind of cool. And like I said, the comic, they each come with one of these little comics. And there's the comic for the Rey. And I love the Rey Mysterio Jr. I mean, like I said, I mentioned earlier with the Kalisto and the you know, the colorful figures, the Jeff Hardys, they do a better job with those guys. And, you know, makes it, like I said, little kids like that stuff. And it just makes it an easy sell when they're colorful like this. And this Rey, I was really looking forward to opening it, and they really delivered. I'm a big fan of this WWE Masters of the Universe, or Masters of the Universe, WWE Universe. I can't even say it. Masters of the WWE Universe. I'm a big fan of this line, this throwback, maybe because I'm a fan of Masters of the Universe and He-Man. There's the Macho Man comic and the Macho Man itself. And if you notice, Macho Man comes with the little extra plates there. I guess it shows battle damage. Like that one's, you know, pretty well intact. And then you look, that one's shattered, and then that one's shattered with the pieces falling out. And then last but not least is the Roman Reigns, and I guess he's like supposed to be a Fisto type guy, and he once again comes with the comic. But I really dig this line. Like I said, I can't you know, just give Mattel enough kudos. And of course, they've got a Masters of the Universe line coming out here in a couple months, and I'm really looking forward to that as well. And I think they're doing a good job with them. I mean, I couldn't have hoped for anything better. I didn't even plan to buy this little crossover set, and but they just, you know, I got Series 1, I got the ring, and I got the the Castle Grayskull inspired ring and the 6 figures. I got the one that come with the 2 figures, the John Cena and Triple H, and then the 4-figure run. And this is the other 4 figures. So I got 10 of these figures now, total, all the 10 different ones it's been. And I'm looking forward to Series 3. And anyway, I just think they're cool. I don't know if these are a Walmart exclusive. I should have a better concept of that. I know Series 1 was. I thought I read that Series 2 would be available everywhere. Not sure about that. I have not seen them anywhere. The only place I've seen them is at Walmart. And these particular ones, like I said, I didn't even see. My mother-in-law out there braving the world, finding this stuff for me, just doing God's work. She found these for me, and I really appreciate that. And, yeah, I really freaked out, technology we have these days. She called me from Walmart and had her put her on video call, and she went through the figures, and she'll do that for me from time to time. So I'm pretty lucky to have a mother-in-law like that that's willing to, hunt toys for you and do that sort of thing. So anyway, I can't keep going back and forth on this too many times. I am running short on time, longer than I wanted to. I am long-winded, but I do appreciate you tuning in for this episode of Tales from Collector's Paradise. Hopefully you'll tune in to many more. This was my first attempt. I'm hoping to get better. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Help me figure out how to get better. And I know there is a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. I'm not trying to make light of the world's problems. Y'all be safe. Like I said, once again, thanks for tuning in. And, thanks once again. Big Stevie Pump signing out.